I'm delighted to be here with Jens Lehmann, and your team in the Bowler League have been doing nothing short of fantastic. Tell me about the magic that you and Robert Pires have been having on this team.
Maybe it's the magic is E-Man, who came into our team newly. But to be honest, it's always the players. We were here last season as well, and we lost more than we've won. We only won one. And today, I think we understood the game and from last season, and we know what mistakes we made. And this year so far, we are doing well. Yeah, not so good anytime, but good enough to win.
Absolutely. I mean, you've been doing spectacularly. Obviously, there's so many fantastic players in your team. But if you could select any player in the world to bring him over and play in your Bowler League team, who would you pick?
I don't know. Any player in the Bowler League. Bowler League is a different format. No, I would love to play Mbappe, but you can ask him.
I'll ask him for you, don't you worry. I mean, there's several fantastic managers out there, just like you and Robert. Which one do you guys want to beat the most?
We don't care, actually. It's not about us beating other managers. It's about the team winning, because winning gives you still a good feeling. And we had a good start so far, but as you know, a good team which keeps winning doesn't care about the last game. Yeah, they're playing for fun and for the joy of a win.
Absolutely. And you, Robert, being part of the Invincibles, obviously you guys know how to win, and as the season progressed, you guys had to keep winning and winning and winning, despite the fact you knew how much pressure was on you. Are you inserting that Invincibles mindset onto this Bowler League team?
Can't really say that, because last season we started with a lot of defeats, so there was nothing invincible in it. And this season the difference was that last season we didn't know one player we were signing. And this season we went to some trials and we were looking at players. We have a consistent goalkeeper, because last season we had 8 goalkeepers in 11 games. And that all so far made a difference. But I told the boys that they have to make a difference tonight, because nothing what we've done so far doesn't count. We need to keep going tonight.
Absolutely, and having a very good goalkeeper is so important here. Obviously, you were spectacular and made so many big saves. From your perspective, which save meant more to you? Was it the one against Villarreal, or was it the penalties against Argentina?
I think sometimes it was more important to come for a good cross, to prevent the opposition from scoring a goal. And but the public doesn't see that, and so I'm into football, so I cannot talk to you sometimes about saves or whatsoever. If as a goalkeeper you have to make a lot of saves, something's wrong with the team, because you need to avoid making saves.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned there that perhaps some of the saves don't often get the credit perhaps they deserve. Is there any saves that you remember from your career where you're like, that was one of my best, and it doesn't get remembered quite like some of the others?
Last year, I was with my son at the semi-final in Paris when Arsenal played, and I've met Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The first thing he said, because he was there with his son, "Oh, your father," made me cry, because it was once in the last minute against United when we were leading 1-0, and he shot and he thought he scored, and I made a save. So, but I made some other saves, but this one stands out because he reminded me on that save.
You touch on Manchester United there, and obviously you guys had a fantastic rivalry. I know you were there during the famous pizza incident. What do you remember about that slice of pizza being thrown?
Well, there are a lot of memories. What is different to today is nobody would have dared to hug any United player before or after the game. That's so different today. And I think we haven't been told that we are entertainers. We needed to entertain the public, and because it was given. But today, sometimes when I'm in a football stadium, I know that no coach tells his players we need to entertain the crowd, because football sometimes is getting boring. Yeah, it's too nice, too slow. Yeah, so we need to keep going, and we need to get back sometimes to this emotional rivalry between teams.
Absolutely. We know how good a footballer you were, but I heard in an interview you say once that if you weren't a footballer, you would have been a secret agent. Why would you have been so good at that?
I don't know, because I've been asked. Probably because I like the thrill and the adrenaline. The adrenaline is something you're missing when you stop playing.
And when you were playing, you had tons of adrenaline. What is your favourite footballing memory that you have from your career?
I was lucky. I had so many. I played in Italy, Germany, and England, and everywhere. I played for traditional teams in very big stadiums, So I had plenty of nice memories. Just going out into a crowd for between 60 and 80,000 people is something which is exciting. No matter if you perform really well or top or bad, yeah, it always gives you some extra.
Jens, thank you so much for giving me some time. I really appreciate it. But before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to add about the Bowler League?
Well, we like the Bowler League because it's a little bit of adrenaline competition. Some players who come in here who played, for example, Championship, even Premier League, they still like it as well because it's, for half an hour of the week, it's thrill, adrenaline, and pace and intensity. That's what we like.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Jens. I appreciate your time.